Iman Gadzhi claims to have built a $100 million empire. And guess what, guys? He is just 24 years old. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. He's not the first to do it. However, Iman Gadzhi's name, as much as it has become synonymous with luxury and success, has also become strongly affiliated with controversies and scandals. In this video, we'll expose the lesser-known story of Iman Gadzhi, a self-proclaimed digital marketing prodigy. We'll explore how Iman Gadzhi amassed his fortune. We'll dissect his business practices and uncover the truth behind the allegations of manipulation. We'll discover if he is really a smart entrepreneur or just a master manipulator. So, is there more to Iman Gadzhi's spectacular rise than meets the eye? You bet. Keep watching. Let's begin with some background. And pay attention because the devil is in the detail. Iman Gadzhi, unlike most wealthy young people, wasn't born with a silver spoon. He was born in the slum. In fact, he grew up in the rough and rugged region of Dagestan, Russia, a region more known for its wrestling champions than digital marketing moguls. One would have expected Gadzhi to become a wrestling champion like many others from its region, but he moved to the UK at a very young age, and, of course, to face a lot of challenges, mostly from cultural adjustments and financial struggles. According to Gadzhi, his single mother worked multiple menial jobs just to cater for him and make ends meet. And all of that struggle shaped who he is today.
Meanwhile, I'm battling with shoes and socks.
Funnily enough, he wanted to be a professional footballer at a very young age, but he discovered he wasn't good enough for that, so he changed his mind at the age of 15 and started buying and selling Instagram accounts to support his mother financially after his stepdad abandoned them. He was already blessed with that entrepreneurial mindset from a very young age. So, apart from buying and selling Instagram pages, Iman had a side hustle as a personal fitness trainer for his friend's parents, which he used to purchase his first ever camera. With his first asset officially obtained, Iman got the owner of his local football club to let him manage their content and social media presence. The club paid him £300 per month, his first steady paycheck. 7 months later, he added more clients, increasing his monthly revenues to £4,000 per month. The income he was earning made him feel very confident to pursue his dream, so he dropped out of school at the age of 17. And soon, Gadzhi started to gain popularity in the digital world as he began to share his insights and marketing ideas on social media. Gadzhi's genuine attitude and relatable narrative were perhaps his greatest strengths, and they helped him develop a loyal fanbase fast. Of course, that and the fact he consistently provided value and showcased his success online.
Classic, as always.
Many were motivated to follow in his footsteps by the autobiographical account of his transformation from a struggling teenager to the prosperous businessman he is today. You know how people enjoy and resonate with a grass to grace story? Anyway, here's the thing though. It wasn't just his touching story that captivated people, it was his results. His work spoke for him. At age 20, Gadzhi established himself as a leading authority on digital marketing after he launched multiple businesses, each of which were more successful than the last. Today, Iman Gadzhi is more than simply just a social media celebrity. He is a brand. His empire continues to grow, with his social media marketing agency, SMMA, and educational programs that he organizes from time to time, both online and physically.
Yep, must be a brand new idea.
But as they say, tremendous achievements bring considerable scrutiny, and questions have been raised, not just about Gadzhi's business methods, but even about the backstory he gives about himself. Before we get into the scandals though, we need to talk about Gadzhi's many enterprises first, to give you some perspective. So let's do that. Establishing Grow Your Agency was the first step Gadzhi took into the world of entrepreneurship. He was only 17 when he launched this venture, which probably serves as a testament to his dedication that even at such a young age, he was eager to help other businesses succeed. In a nutshell, Grow Your Agency is an educational platform with the goal of assisting others in starting profitable social media marketing agencies, SMMA. It provides comprehensive classes created by Iman himself that addresses everything from gaining your first customer to growing your business. Iman made a very smart move by setting up this agency early enough. He recognized the enormous possibilities that businesses could have by using social media. I mean, imagine the billions of users worldwide on platforms like Facebook and Instagram. Those platforms have become essential tools for reaching customers from the comfort of your room. Iman saw the advantage of social media and was certain he could have a big impact by assisting businesses in efficiently utilizing these platforms with SMMA services. Now, that was Grow Your Agency, which Gadzi started at the age of 17. 3 years later, at age 20, Gadzi founded IAG Media. Unlike Grow Your Agency, IAG focuses more on providing high-quality online advertising solutions for its clients across various sectors. They do everything from generating leads to crafting effective advertising campaigns. IAG also offers services like digital marketing, content creation, web design, email marketing, social media management, Instagram growth, and PR services. There are many other brands that Gadzi has managed to place under his belt. However, they are not as important as this next part of the video, which talks about the numerous claims against the digital wonder kid and his manipulative business practices. First off, I mentioned earlier that his backstory, which of course serves as a cornerstone of his brand, has been challenged by many, right? Well, as it turns out, the sob story Gadzi sells isn't all true. You see, the thing with lying is that once you start, you have to keep up with more and more lies if you don't want to get found out. Unfortunately for Gadzi, he wasn't great at keeping up, and slip-up after slip-up built up to cast shadows on his integrity. Remember I told you at the start that Gadzi had a very rough childhood, right? At least, that's what he told us. He also talked about his single mum that did multiple menial jobs to make ends meet. Turns out, none of that was true. In fact, on several podcasts, Gadzi himself has admitted to growing up in the best neighborhood in London, even going to one of the best schools. Some have also said that he was driven to school every day in a Rolls Royce. Not exactly what you'd call a rough childhood now, is it? But that's not all. Gadzi's business practices have also been called into question. According to some of Gadzi's customers, the YouTuber's courses promise the world, but hardly meet the standards and expectations that they promise. Allegedly, Gadzi employs coercive and highly complex sales techniques to cause people to make large financial investments from clients without giving them the results that they were promised.
Master of promises, not results.
Some of his former students have also claimed that the support and resources offered in his programs are not as substantial as they are advertised, making those who invested their hard-earned money feel like fools. But it gets even worse. Besides the claims of manipulation that are already bad enough on their own, there have also been accusations of Gadzi endorsing unreliable cryptocurrencies and even shilling apparently abandoned NFT projects like the Gent Croquette Club NFT. That is simply taking advantage of followers for monetary benefit. It is apparent that followers stand to lose a lot of money by trusting him, but he still doesn't come clean in his dealings. Which leads us to perhaps the biggest scandal tainting Gadzi's career. Is he really as rich as he claims? If you follow Gadzi, then you probably know that he frequently claims to have amassed $100 million net worth. However, there are reasons to believe that this might be a bogus claim. Of course, we're not saying that it's impossible for a 20-something to be stupendously wealthy with $100 million net worth. Still, it's $100 million we're talking about here. You can't just make such claims without the records to back them up. And, as it turns out, Gadzi has none. At least, he hasn't revealed any clear financial record proving his net worth. Now, in his defense, people might say it's normal for entrepreneurs to often use inflated figures for marketing purposes. Well, okay, maybe. But even that doesn't undermine the questions surrounding the 24-year-old's transparency and credibility. And let's not forget the fact that he claims his SMMA agency was so successful that he could sell it for a $10 million valuation. But then, months later, out of the blue, he shuts it down to get to new levels of wealth. I mean, who does that? Who just shuts down an agency that is as successful as that? The least a person with even an elementary sense of business would do is to hand the clients over to a partner or co-founder. So that rash decision to sell really oozes crookedness. Still, credit where credit is due, there are many success stories that can be traced to Gadzhi that we absolutely can't ignore. Just the same way we have many critics speaking out against the young millionaire, we also have many people giving him credit for transforming their lives and businesses. In the end, the story of Aman Gadzhi is a complex one, filled with both triumphs and controversies. However, the real truth of who Gadzhi is and how he amassed his wealth, if he's really that wealthy, likely lies somewhere in between. But what about the YouTube sensation Mr. Beast? You see, unlike Aman, Mr. Beast has a unique approach to creating viral content. In fact, his formula has revolutionized the platform. And guess what? We've dissected his strategy down to the core. It's an incredible story, and you can watch it right now by clicking the thumbnail on screen. I'll see you over in the Mr. Beast video in a second.